this train, losers complain.
Hello everyone. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night, depending when you're watching this video. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Well, this video will be about our draft picks for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Draft day is come and gone, and we're one more day closer to camp starting. A lot of these guys, I hope, show up for rookie camp. They just drafted. Get a look at them amongst a lot of other people going to be out there at rookie camp. I like going right there right off the bat. But Saskatchewan took what I wanted them to take, some linemen, right off the bat, and I'm happy for that. The defense and offensive line, they're the bread and butter of any football team, and never hurts to have depth and find a potential star in the making. You never know with these draft picks. Could be a bust or could be a bang, one or the other. But anyway, we'll get into it. First guy they took was Alli Sod. Out of Bowling Green he played, and he's a big dude, 6'3" and 280 pounder. Man, that's got some girth to him. I can't wait to see what he looks like, if he's in shape or if he's just out of shape with carrying a lot of weight there. Can't see him playing outside at the end position on the defense, which we badly need. That's what we need this season, someone to step up on defensive end. We got to get to that quarterback way more than we did last season and the season before. You know, we're only getting more pressure from the inside than the out. Got some new choices there, so maybe that will be an improvement with the Riders this year. This dude, I can see him playing on the inside. Maybe he'd be good enough to start this season, help rotate in the Canadian position up front there with Debris, and plus Mika, he's getting up in age, and maybe he can rotate in there. Maybe we found somebody there. He's definitely got the size, that's for sure. Yeah, because I can't see how much longer old Mika will go. But he didn't seem to slow down a hell of a lot last season. We'll see how he does this year. Next guy we picked was Eric Anderson, another offensive lineman, 6 foot. He's 6'6", 314 pounds. Good size to him too. He'll have to push his way into the lineup somehow. There's a lot of guys going. That'll be 14 offensive linemen so far coming into camp. I think that's the most I've ever seen. More the merrier, I think. You know, he'll be pushing for a practice rod, maybe more, depends how he shows against Fry and Zur, who are in there right now, that showed pretty good last season. And you know, we've got a lot. There'll be some cuts eventually on that offensive line. We got a lot of talent up front. You know, we got that Tate, got Brammer, you know, Hardrick, Jones. You know, we got a lot of potential on the O line. Like I said, I would rather have another D line drafted early, but an offensive lineman. We'll see how he does. Like I said, he's definitely got the size. Anyway, we'll move on to third pick. I think it was 25th overall, which was the biggest surprise of them all. Well, maybe not a surprise, but they picked Curtis Rorick. He's supposed to be better than his brother. You know, like He was a Heisman, voted for the Heisman. I think he finished, I don't know, not too high, 7th or 8th or something like that. And you know, he's got some potential. He's been picked up by San Fran, though, drafted in the NFL. Like I said yesterday, that's one of those picks that you're hoping for the best, like Hergel. We took him last season, but he's still hanging on with the NFL. And with Curtis, you know, he could hang around there for quite a few years. You never know. You know, it'll all depend how he shows. The quarterbacks, they rotate them around like throwing paper everywhere, you know, like they seem to be here, there, everywhere in the NFL. Wasn't too many guys drafted high in the NFL as quarterback. They're the same thing. They drafted the offense and defensive linemen big time. But I'm happy they took him. You never know what can happen. A lot of scenarios can happen, and you end up coming back to play in the CFL with his brother. That would be something. Rourke against Rourke. That would make big headline news in the CFL. Big time. And the next one, I like this pick. They picked that local boy, Seth Hubbie. He's a local guy here. He's a linebacker. Got great big size for a linebacker, you know. He's 6'2", 251. So they say, and man, that's big for a linebacker. But supposedly he's really got some good agility and speed. You know, like, man, that size, you might be able to move him up on defensive end, play there too. Like, we got lots of depth at Canadian linebacker, but boy, you never know. You know, he developed the skill to be a pass rusher and defender on the end. Be real handy, because that's a perfect size. Man, with that size, he could play in the middle pretty well too. That'd be my dream come true, have a Canadian middle linebacker. Man, that's where I played. Man, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it. Have a Canadian be a ratio buster big time. Yeah, with that Hubbie, you know. Yeah, he showed good in the combine, so, and he's local, you know, that always adds to the value of him for bringing in crowds, having local players. I'm happy for that pick. Then they picked up another linebacker, Liam Hoskins. He's pretty big too, 6'2", 240. Linebacker, good size there too. I don't know a hell of a lot about him. I didn't read much about him. He's out of Windsor. Hard to say there, but you know, you always can use them on special teams. You need that Saskatchewan ratio. I mean, Canadian ratio, and that's why they're so important. I've said over and over, the best teams in the CFL have the best 7 starter Canadians on your team. There's no doubt about it. You're going to be in the money as far as I'm concerned. It's just the way the rules are, and if you need those Canadians, you got the best ones. It only makes sense, doesn't it? Then they picked up a DB, Gideon Agby or something like that, Agby or something like that. Hell if I know how you say his name, but supposed to be athletic. Don't know a hell of a lot about him. Hope he shows up at camp and have a look at him. You need the speed out there, and hopefully he's got it. And the smarts, you know, like, have to fit in. I don't know if he's a cornerback or an inside line DB, but hard to say. Another crapshoot. Then they picked up another local boy here, a Saskatchewan boy, Daniel Weeb. Small guy though, 5'9", 185 pounds, receiver. And again, he's a small guy, but we've had small receivers before and did well with them. You know, like it wasn't a Canadian, a Dressler from South Dakota. You know, like, never know, he might be one of them. Yeah, has to be a really good route runner of that size, but had good speed. And that's your secret of your small speed and precision route running and being able to beat a guy one-on-one. But he's another local guy. Those are always good to me, as long as they're valuable. We've got a few local guys that have made the team and done well, so never know. I don't know. The only other thing that happened, they had the global draft too. Yeah, we picked up another punter. There's gonna be 4. I don't know if they'll all be in camp or not. 4 of them kicking. That's a lot of kickers. And compared to last year, we didn't even have a backup against Lother. I don't know if any of these guys actually kick field goals too. But I didn't mind our kicker anyway. Corsack is damn good kicking. I think he'd be hard to kick out of there. That's for sure. And then they picked up a guy out of Belgium, Sylvane Yondon or something like that. Yeah, defensive lineman. Man, he's a huge guy. And I hope he can develop into a good CFL player too. You know, we did pretty good with our global picks last, you know, like we got some playing on the line now, and one of them, and he's playing damn good. You know, like, hopefully this guy, he definitely got the size. And the pictures I've seen of him, he's got in pretty damn good shape. You know, like I said, it's crap shooting. With all these picks, you never know. You just hope down the line they can help you out and give you some depth. Who knows, you might even get lucky and one of these guys steps up and makes the roster and starts right off the bat. Dream come true, that's for sure. There's always that possibility. Doesn't mean because you're young and inexperienced that you don't have the talent to come right on board. Man, like a lot of the NFL drafts, I would say a lot of the first round guys down south, they're expecting them to be hitting the turf right off the bat and make an impact in the game down there. It's amazing. A lot of talent comes out of that college leagues down south. That's the guys you got to try to find and bring up here. You know, like mostly happens once the cuts in the NFL start happening. Then you can maybe pick up some of these guys. That's where the old scouting helps, and who you know, not what. It's what you know. I mean, who you know, not what you know. And the more contacts you have down south, the better. That's about it. Long enough already. They've got camp starts the 7th, I think, to the 9th, rookie camp. Then they take a day off and start on the 11th, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it in the comments or in the video. Pretty sure that's the dates. I'll try to be there. Depends how I'm feeling. But if I can make it, I'll be there. And it's gonna be an interesting year. A lot of scenarios out there. You know, went through all the different teams with different moves they've made and coaching changes, and there's been, you know, a lot of things happen around the season, around the CFL in the off season, and boy, it's gonna be an exciting year. I can feel it already. So damn wound up. I'm waiting for that first smash of the pads. Just can't wait. Just can't wait. I think the riders on paper and everything, they're looking pretty damn good. you know, the changes they made, the changes they didn't have to make. I think she's going to be a good year, folks. Let's pray for her anyway. Football gods come through for us. I'd just like to make one game farther, the Grey Cup. We'll see. Anyway, she's long enough. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you probably in the next video. Will probably be from going to Griffith Stadium. I call it Griffith Stadium anyway, at the U of S, and watch some football players trying to make the squad. Anyway, till next time, take care, be safe, and go Riders go. Yeah, go Riders go.